Hello, on today's video I'm gonna do a challenge, an extreme challenge. I'm gonna be playing Minecraft on the hardest difficulty, and the challenge is I have to kill every single boss, including the ones from the mods, and mini boss or whatever. If it's something that has a life bar, I have to kill it. Of course, I cannot, I don't have to repeat it because there are some bosses that appear more than once. I am using the same mod pack that I'm doing for the normal Minecraft Let's Play. I am taking not a small break. It's more like I have, because of the way that I was playing the original, I have no objectives. Right now the only one I have is building the town and making my house look better, but that's it. And I thought it was a good idea for me to do something different, a little bit difficult and shorter. Also, this is all in post. I am not talking while playing. This is all after, which is a new style for me to do. Start out looking at the place, find these weird creepy fellas with a skeleton mask. Got worried they might be hostile, but I decided to just leave them alone and hope for nothing, cause, well, I don't want to die. It's the first video. Seeing how good, and I'm putting a lot of comments in there, I am playing games. Yeah, I will probably die, but I'm trying not to. So I quickly cut the tree, try to get the most amount of wood I can. My first plan, or at least what I was thinking of doing, is to get a village. Because if I can get a bunch of villagers, I can get a bunch of supplies quicker. At least that's the way that I see it. So I start with that. I just cut in wood. Did my best to get this fast. Got distracted with a couple of ants. I was like, what's that? Well, it's an ant. I'll get out of here. Don't want to end up like that Indiana Jones movie. Lucky enough, found a bunch of watermelons, started taking it. The good thing about watermelons is that after breaking like 5 or 6, you end up with a whole lot. So it does give a lot of food, and it will be helpful for me to keep on running around trying to find a village or a place in which I won't be dying. Got distracted with the pink sandwich. I was like, what's this? I thought it was different. I found this lady and her non-existent house. Couple of sugarcane, which I thought might be useful for later. Could make it paper and trade it. And luckily enough, more watermelon. After grabbing a bit, went on, got a tree, thinking I might need more wood, and my axe finally broke, since I was using for cutting everything. Was confused with that recipe, had no idea why it suddenly appeared. I decided to, instead of keep on going forward, I'll craft a couple of supplies and go towards a different direction, because I saw a couple of mobs already spawned there, and I just didn't want to deal with them. Tried to organize a bit my thing there, my inventory, craft a couple of things. I saw this bird. I thought I might be able to keep him, so I tried to like feeding him, but it didn't work. So I decided to kill it. It insulted me by not accepting my food. It didn't really. I just thought that I might be able to cook it, since I was not able to make it a friend. I noticed that over that direction, which I decided not to go, were bird ladies. They're top of enemies, so I decided not to deal with that, since I am not armed with anything. I kept on traveling, trying to look for a town, mostly using the minimap every now and then to see if there are any threats ahead. I don't want this video to be short, or well, this challenge to end quickly, so I'm trying to be careful. Keep on going forward. I know that I got mostly distracted by this tiny island and that tiny pig with the flowers and that weird colored tree that I wanted to get it originally, but I got scared by that crab. I was like, I'm not sure if it's gonna kill me. So I was very worried that, I don't know, it might end up hostile, or I might end up making it hostile by something. I also wanted to use the flowers on the island because I thought they were nice. I want to use them for the bees. because you can like attract them, from what I understand, with a couple of flowers. I'm not sure if it'll work for these ones though, because they're from the mod. I decided to throw them after a bit of thinking, because like I said, I had no idea if it worked like that, so I decided to just throw them. Plus, if I ever need it, I could probably find bones for me to use it. I decided to go back to the land where I came, where there's this weird looking thing. Tried to check what it was, but thought it was not important. Find this weird looking tree and decide to take it with me. At the end of the day, I can make it for you, making more sticks, and decided to keep on traveling. I was mostly looking for, like I mentioned before, a village, but I didn't want to stay there because all the freaking tree being so tall and mighty mobs already start spawning. Then I saw like a creeper somewhere around the place, which made me worried. I also started killing these cows over here, mostly for the meat, so I could eat later. And I kept on traveling, trying to find where to go. I essentially just lost trying to find something to save myself. I find a couple of pumpkins, which can be useful for later. I'm not thinking about making any golems, but they might be useful later, or for anything. I managed to find not a village, but another mob that is kind of like a person that you gotta like give them food so they travel with you. He was very kind enough. I took, he borrowed me a couple of things. For starters, his, stuff that he ain't using, his bed and his clock and his chest and his furnace. Since he didn't mind, he wasn't using it. I looked outside because I thought I saw something. I didn't know what it was. So right over these guys, these are from the Greek mob. And over here I find a couple of things I decided to take with me. Mostly the hay, so that I can, like I said, make bread. I broke them all with an arrow that I found. I don't know how or where I found it. I think I just found it like there on the floor. And I took all the hay that I could. After that, I was going to leave, but then I was like, wait a second, I didn't expect right. I'm gonna take all the arrows, a carrot, well, I can put that for the farm, a book. I don't know what I can make with it, and then I was starting to toy with the spyglass. I was like, oh look, it zooms into, oh, that's neat. I noticed I had more flowers from the last island, so I threw them, and starting to go towards, well, gotta be honest, I was kind of just walking like a mad lad. I reminded myself that there's a backpack, so I was trying to look how to make it. And I noticed that I didn't have the supplies for it. I got mad, so I released my anger towards the cows and started to look for sheeps. Because I don't know why, I had this memory that I could make like with wool, I could make a string. I don't know if I'm right, but I thought I could, but I didn't know. I talked with that fella, seeing if I had anything that I could give him so that he would travel with me. Mostly, have like a bodyguard. Stole that meat that was in that little thing. I have no idea what it is. I noticed that apple tree, and I decided to like make like a map thing, because I thought it was interesting, like having apple trees. I haven't seen it before on my other world, so I thought it might be good. I ran around looking for a ship. I found a cow, got distracted trying to kill it. You can see my epic hunting skills. Failed to hit him like 3 or 4 times. Started to look for sheep, and luckily I find some. And start beat them for the wool. I thought that you could make the wool like end up making string, but I was like, I was trying to think that I'm wrong. Maybe I was trying to confuse the things. There is a mod that I have that would allow me to uncraft materials, so maybe I could get string like that, but I didn't thought about it. I went back here, grab a couple of more pumpkins, which again can help me for the garden stuff. Decided to pass a little bit near this tree, find that thing on the ground. I didn't know what it was, so I was like, what's this? I thought it was like special kind of ground. Like I know there's a special ground that makes like makes it more fertile. So if you plant things there, it would grow faster. So I went to check if it was that. It wasn't. I was thinking about grabbing, if I could, a bigger tree, like the tree sprout, so that I could have even more wood, like make another tree machine. But I don't know. It was something I thought. After that, I decided to head on, try and keep on traveling, get out of that location, try to find more stuff using my epic parkour skills, which, as you see, I am not good, and I didn't nearly die, but I did got scared thinking that would. As for the thing that I added in the minimap, which was a while ago, I just did it because I thought it might be useful for some time later. I remind myself that using hay blocks, you can actually do like avoid taking some amount of damage. But here's the thing, I'm mostly using buckets. I'm not pretty good at it, and I mostly just have it there so I could be braver and actually keep on traveling around the trees doing parkour, because I don't want to be down there. The chances of mob spawning would be bigger, and that would make this challenge be shorter. As I kept on traveling, though, I ended up stumbling a couple of things here. Though I was being as careful as I could. Like I said, I didn't want to fall off the trees, which did happen, but don't matter. Got stuck there. Yeah, most of this video is kind of sped up, which is kind of surprising. Try to look for a path, because as you can see in the minimap, like right up there on the right corner, I thought that the jungle was finally ending. And I was doing like the hay jumping, like landing on the hay, because like I said, I'm mostly using water. Like I know that using hay can prevent taking some amount of damage, like fall damage, but I'm not used to using it. I'm mostly used to using water. And also, I don't know how big must the fall be for me to take fall damage. Like, I know it exists, I just don't know how high the blocks are for me to get hit. Plus, I'm also mostly used to using water, so you can be even closer for that. And now this is the Hydra. The Hydra is one of our first boss that we find. So, how do you defeat a freaking Hydra? And what it is? Well, it's one of the Greek gods. It's a Greek myth. As you can see, it has a big life. And not only does it have a big life, it can regenerate. And it lasts a lot. So, like I said, I went on and decided to check how to kill this thing. So at first I tried using lava. I tried to beat it, but it regenerated so fast that I had no idea how to kill it. So I thought lava might work, and the guy just started floating. And I was very confused. Here's the thing, every time that you do damage, you essentially cut its head and another one appears. Which means that it can like do more damage per bite or attack more. So I was trying to shoot it down at first, and that was making it regen and appear more heads. And at first like, oh, I don't think this is gonna work out. No, this is one of the strongest guns there is. This gun is the strongest, so I'm not struggling to kill this guy. It's like, okay, I don't think this is working. Until I decided to try again, I actually managed to do it. I stopped trying because, as you can see right on the corner, there's a semi-automatic mode. I was trying to change it. I managed to kill it though. And like I said, this is a strong gun, but it's not quite efficient since I need a lot of stuff, including another set, so I will have to kill another boss to manage to make this gun. So I have to look for a bit. I find this node. So it said that burning the head. So I tried to. This is just first I tried to beat it up. You know, try to like make it lose a head, because from my understanding is I need to remove the head first and then like burn it. That's what I was thinking at first. But no, I was at the wrong. You see that bow I have? It's Apollo's bow. So it burns things. First it like bounced right up, so I was thinking, ah man, this is not gonna work. And then I shoot it right on the head and like glitch or something, so I was like, oh, what the fuck? So I tried to do it again. And this time it was working. Like, the life bar ain't changing, but as you can see, it lost the 2 hits, and he just died. So, that's probably gonna be the first boss. As you can see, I'm no longer up in the trees. I fell. Sometime, this is like a little time skip. I still wander around. I got off the tree thinking I would be safer. As you can see, I was proving wrong since there's a skeleton that spawned over there. And also the boss that's somewhere around there. At the time, I didn't know how dangerous it was, but I didn't want to risk it since I have no... Well, I have leather armor, but it's not exactly the strongest. And also the only way I could kill it is by burning its head, so... And I'm not even sure if a lava would hit, if it would just hit like the heads. Like, my understanding from it didn't hurt him from downwards, so I guess they want to hit the upwards, like the heads. But from my understanding, that entity is a little bit separated. Like, it's split in between the underbody and the upper body. So the heads are like one entity, I believe. This is what I think. I don't know. I have no idea. I am talking out of my ass, essentially. And the upper body is another thing. This is another entity that you can use. So I kept on traveling. I found this beautiful land. I thought it was, oh man, I could do a base over here. I even managed to find some coal and decided to grab some stone because I need other materials. I find the coal, so I decided to also go and grab it. Plus, I need stone for furnace. Well, I already had a furnace, but I forgot I had it, so I was like, yes, I need a lot of stone. I was looking around the place, I even found an emerald. Kept looking around, seeing what's around the place. And those saw more freaking bird ladies. Now they can... They're not that dangerous. They cannot one-shot me. They don't have any kind of tricks or a way from, like, I don't know, making it so I cannot move or something. There are a mob or two that can do that, but those cannot do that. But I was still trying not to get into any kind of problems just yet. Grab a couple of supplies here, good old coal. And as I was grabbing the supplies, I was kind of excited. I was like, yeah, we're okay. Things are going very good. I was actually thinking of, hey, maybe I can build a base here, try to find some kind of village around the place. I don't know, maybe take the villagers and rebuild this place. I don't know, make my own village here, because like that I can put them tags and, like, from my understanding, maybe earn more emeralds. And I was traveling down the place, and then I saw that pumpkin. I was, look, a pumpkin. I started to get close to it, being confused, all willy-nilly, being all happy. And then I noticed something, and I started to get the fuck away from it and mark it from the map. You see, that thing is that's another boss. And I was very worried to activate it, or just being near it, like it would, I don't know, accidentally spawn. So I was just trying to grab the things there and just get out of there. I didn't want to deal with it, so I just started to run, trying to avoid another Hydra. Yes, those just respawn. I only have to kill it once, like, even though there's gonna be a lot on the map. And I found this place, and it reminded me home, so I decided to camp here. Also, it was already starting to get to night, so I was trying to, get ready to sleep and make a chest so I could put my stuff. I already had the crates, but I don't know why I didn't think of using it. I don't know, I guess I'm more used to using chests. So. Then that happened. I was very much terrified and decided just to sleep so I won't have to deal with nothing. And started to put some lights around the place, thinking that maybe I could use that hole as a base for now, or also fun and supplies. So I tried to illuminate the place, thinking that this might be my brand new home, my camp, my base of operation. At least until I find something better. Which means that I'm probably not gonna be moving. So yes, I decided to, I've been traveling around, I've been trying to be careful, but, there's a saying in Spanish, and it goes, if you don't want to If you're afraid of dying, don't be born. I'm translating it, of course. This is, you don't say it in English. That would be stupid. Why would you say a saying, a Spanish saying in English? Like, unless you're translating it, of course, like I'm doing it right now. So I decided to, you know what? Let's gamble. Let's go for it. Yeah, I might die, but come on, I've been playing safe for God knows how many times. For, well, this video list. And I started to illuminate the place, you know, tried to block it because I was worried that some mob might appear, like behind me or something. Like the place would be too big and some mob will appear right behind me. So when I try to escape, they'll be right up there. So I was very careful, trying to be like, okay, we can do this. Adjusting my things, you know, get the blocks ready so I could block them. So like I could like run away and they're not chasing me. I started to like block the path over there and like, okay, there we go. You guys can't come get me. Eliminate the place and start to beat them from the other side, just jumping. As you can see, I'm a brave warrior that fights with honor and dignity and totally does not use any kind of tricks. No siree. After making sure it was dead and put in another block over there, I was mostly worried that, I don't know, like it could like still jump even though it was underneath a block, because it's a staircase block, so that's not like a full block. It's kind of like half or something. It's kind of like a third, yeah, a third of a stair or a slab. I was trying to start looking around the place. I saw that it was a flying vampire, so I was trying like to get the attention of it. Like, come on, come get me, you know? My first idea is, okay, I put light here so no more mobs will appear aside the ones that are already spawning from there. And I will get the guy to come at me, and then I will beat the shit out of it using the cobweb, because it will get stuck there. That was my idea. But the guy never came for me, like, it got stuck on its own. I didn't need to... This vampire was the dumbest. Like, I didn't have to trap him, so I just start putting blocks on the other side so no mobs will appear from over there and block the guy that was still stuck, just in case. I don't want the guy to suddenly get free. Try to, like, accommodate, so I will put a torch over there so no other mobs will appear, and another one over here so nobody will come attack me to the side. I was happy finding the disc and the horse, but still looking for something better for me personally, you know. An armor for me, a weapon. After that, I approach it and use, like I said, the stairs are kind of like these slabs. They're not a full block, so things can pass through this. So I was being very careful that I could beat them, but they wouldn't beat me. You know, like I didn't want to receive much damage. I was trying to be as careful as I can. As I was breaking that thing, the bed was like getting on my way. And this one couldn't fully break it, so I decided to kill the guy. I was very worried that that ball, like, I don't know, just suddenly hit me and killed me. I was very worried. So I was trying to, like, avoid the danger. In there, I tried to block the guy off. Like, tried to keep on advancing, but I couldn't. I decided to make sure that, you know, I already cleared that place. That place looks big. I'm gonna check over here. Plus, there doesn't seem to be a spawn, so I decided to go on forward. I break the cobweb so that I could have what people would call be a coward and run away, but it's just called being smart and block the path backwards. So in case any mobs do manage to enter, I could just not deal with them. I kill the skeletons and finally eat so I could regenerate myself. Well, my health and also have more stamina. I got in, finally. Put a light there just in case. And then I broke it. And then I torch up the place. And maybe this might be a good place for living. I was trying to make sure that it wasn't a trap. Like, I mean, like, there's nothing here, right? And I grabbed it. Open it up and be like, yep, I got stuff for me, and just took everything that I could take. After that, I close it. I kind of like how it looks, even though it wastes a lot of space. I illuminate the place. And yeah. After that, I was like, okay, what else are we on this chest? Like, let me look right. Let me see all the things that I can find. You know? After that, I break up the things and noticed that I was thinking of like sleeping because of the minimap. It looked very dark, so I thought, is it already nighttime? And here's the thing. I have a clock right there in my inventory that I just didn't look. I forgot that I had it, so I was like, oh man, I don't know if it's nighttime. I should probably go to sleep. I was like, oh wait, I don't even have space on myself. So I grabbed another chest and just put a whole lot of stuff there, just so I would have space and grab whatever I left behind on the other thing. I grabbed the leggings because, well, it's better than what I'm wearing. And after that, I grabbed the hat because I wanted to see what was in there. I was curious. And the first is that armor and a cowboy hat. I tried on the cowboy hat first and I like how it looked. I was trying to remove it, but I forgot that it has like its own thing. So then I finally took it out from like the right place. And I thought it looked nice. I was trying to find and see if I could like make it so that the armor was not visible, but I think I don't have that mod. I thought I had it, but I don't. I remember seeing it, though, I gotta be honest. After that, I finally go out, and with that all done, I go to my bed because, well, nighttime is finally getting there. I illuminate the place just in case and finally hit the bed. With that, it was day again. I managed to survive 5 days in a single video. I grabbed my things from the chest, at least everything I could. I did a stupid thing here. Like, I don't know what my brain was thinking on. I was like, ah, yes. I'm gonna put a couple of things there so I can take more things. I noticed there's another Hydra over there. Like, I wasn't sure if it's another, like the second Hydra I saw, or if it was like the third one, because I've seen like plentiful. I went over there and just throw everything on the first chest. Put that over there and just illuminate a little bit, you know, make sure everything was lighting up and clean up a little. After that, I just like organize the place a little, you know, be like, okay, I'm gonna do this, but here, this, that, and made myself a pickaxe, you see, so that I could like work on the place a little, you know, since it's gonna be like my temporary base. But that was gonna be all, and I was trying to like say goodbye, like, okay, I'm done recording, bye, and you know, I'm gonna be working on this. See you guys later.